How did you get into start working with Andy? What led you to that, and what led you to what you're currently doing right now?
Yeah, so long story short, I guess we could go back to selling cars. I'm selling cars.
Because that was just you and your brother selling cars at the
Yeah,
time, right?
selling.
This was before any mentors.
No, I already had a couple of mentors, and I grew up on a lot of different people's digital content. I had some personal mentors in my life that really helped change me. I had I had a life coach that I was investing some money into that was already helping me think like an entrepreneur. I hate being classified as a car salesman. I hated it because a lot of people didn't. It's like you have to wear that you have to wear it with a badge of honor. But a lot of people, when you say car salesman, you're at a party and you're talking to somebody, they say, "Oh, you're a car salesman, must be a robber, cheat, liar, thief." And it's like, it's not about what they say about you. It's about what will they say after they meet you. Mm-hmm. So after they meet me, they're like, man, this guy's magnetic. I like him. He treats us good. He treats our family good. So I always wanted to be kind of more known as the entrepreneur in that space. That was always creating my own leads. I was creating my own success and stuff like that. So I invested in people that helped me think bigger. I had a couple of life coaches. I had a life coach. I had some different people that I was close to. And then I studied guys back in the day. This is 2009 and 10, and guys like that were big in my space. Grant Cardone. He was one of the only guys that had some freaking charisma and some swag when it came to training. He was running around telling people, put the freak on him, do all this crazy shit. And I loved his stuff. So I bought all of his stuff. Mm-hmm. And I studied it like crazy. But at one point in the car business, there wasn't anybody like Grant when he moved on to real estate. There was nobody that had the same, that did what he did. It was dead for years. And then I was running my own. So Ian and I were killing it so hard that store.
Cars?
Yeah, we were killing it so hard selling cars that we had 3 stores, and the ownership of the stores, great family, gave us a piece of the stores because we were generating so much traffic and generating so much revenue that we were basically getting overrides, like you'd have in solar on all 3 stores. So we were doing really well, and that doesn't happen in the car business. So we were well taken care of. We loved where we worked. We built this company up over the last 4 or 5 years, really strong. And right before COVID, I already seen some of Andy's stuff, and it was good. It was good, but I was more at this point trying to build my team and learn to build teams, right?
Within the car sales,
because sales was easy for me. I was already really good at sales. The problem is getting into leadership and teaching other people how to be as good as you are. Yeah. That's what people fail at. That's what people dramatically fail at. They don't know how to reproduce themselves. So I was really on a leadership kick and a becoming the dude. Problem with most people is they're not the dude. They want their sales team to be the dude, but they're not the dude. They don't work out. They don't take good care of themselves. They don't have a good mindset, but they're trying to go out and tell everybody to have that type of winning energy and winning mentality, but they don't have it. So I was always on the hunt to stay sharp, and I felt like my team was getting soft. So I reached out to Cardone's office. I got on the phone with one of his guys. We signed up all my dealerships for Cardone's training because I was like, dude, if they could just learn that the twins aren't special, that we weren't born this way, that we were created through repetition, practice, and freaking accountability, some of the keys to training, and you have to have good content. If you can create, those are the 4 key things to training: good content, repetition, accountability, and practice. If you're listening out there, you have to have those 4 things. If you have them, you'll be able to learn at a faster pace, right? Better level. So Grant Cardone had this system, and I'm like, dude, that's the system that our guys need. That's what Ian and we picked up a lot of stuff when we were on that. Our team gets on Cardone. We paid freaking, dude, $100,000 for this training. Yeah. And I go to the usage reports, and guess what was happening?
Nothing.
Nobody was doing shit. And I'm telling my guys, if you just caught 2% of what this guy's saying and you caught some of his swag, you'd be a better salesperson. But I need you to do this training. And they're like, it's not relevant to our stuff and this. And they were making, he's wearing he's got puffy shoulder pads and feathered hair. It's 25 years ago. His shit's out of date. And I'm like, well, they got a point, because I was watching it 10 years before that. Yeah. So I go into my office and I'm going to the dealership and I'm seeing people studying this fired up freaking crazy savage looking dude. He looks like a drill sergeant. And I'm like, dude, and he's just speaking the truth. I haven't heard somebody speak the truth in a while. it's all shit you want to hear. It's not like stuff that will actually help you. Like he's actually giving you tactical advice that'll help your mindset and your skill set. And then he's throwing in some habits and stuff in there with health. And I'm like, damn, dude, this could change the game for our dealership.
And this was back. Yeah.
This was years ago. He only had several videos out. So I reached out to Andy, got a hold of Sean. Sean was Andy's first guy with him. Ian and I ended up being his second and third guy. And I was like, how much to get him out here? He's like, yeah, he's not going to fly out there. You come out to do a seminar with us and we'll talk. So I flew my team out there. I paid him like $8,000, flew out like 5 or 6 of my guys, flew out our general sales manager out to Oklahoma. And instantly, these guys were so bought in on the way that he spoke, and instantly they were doing stuff. And a lot of it, by the way, I had been telling them, these dudes. So it's kind of pissing me off. Yeah. But I'm happy that I got an outside perspective, and sometimes that's what you need if you have a team out there. Sometimes it's not about what you tell them. It's about if they find somebody they look up to that's outside of the picture 100%. That can say something similar and inspire them to go get more. Yeah. So Andy starts coaching my team, and we go back, and long story short, we start crushing records that we hadn't beaten 67 years at this business. And I thought I was capped out of my income for quite a while, and I went up 30% on my income because of Andy Elliott overnight. And I'm like, dude, this is money. Now the health is changing in our store. Now the culture's changing. We're closer than ever. We're kicking butt. And so just kept doing that for a long time. And then Andy said he wanted to expand his sales team. He reached out to us, and you know, I really loved where I was at, and it was heartbreaking to leave. But I was like, man, I want to do something big and help other people. I want to impact the world.